right, we are live here. 15 minutes to go. Only 2 people on so far. I'll wait just a minute before we get started here. Have some great value here. The bid's only at $33.90, and these trade generally well into the fives for pre-owned. So, very cool piece. Let's get to 10 people on here before we get started. Let's see. So far, just 3 or 4. If you're just joining me, my name is Brad from Wrist Game Miami. Buy and sell a lot of Cartier, generally any brand. Breitling, Omega, Hublot, Rolex, Audemars Piguet, and today we have a beautiful Cartier. Looks like we have 4 people on. Just waiting for Grailsy to send the text out for people to get on here. They still haven't sent it out, so that's why we don't have many on. All right, let's get into it with 13 minutes to go. So we're live, 13 minutes. There's no reserve today. And I want to open with what's in front of me right now because it's genuinely impressive where we're at as far as the value, because we're only at $33.90 on this thing. And it's a stunner. So this is the Cartier Pasha de Cartier. This is reference WSPA0010, silver Flinke dial, Arabic numerals. This is 41 millimeters, so it's generally a men's watch, but women could wear it too. Some women wear bigger watches. Stainless steel, of course. This is from 2024, so it's fairly new. Box and papers included. And it does come with 2 straps. Someone was asking that. This is obviously the black alligator here, and this is almost like a blue-green, really cool color alligator here. Someone just asked what size wrist it goes up to. It goes up to, this is a standard strap, so it's going to go up to about 8 inches. If you like your strap loose, you may need a bigger size if you're 8 1/4. But it fits most wrist sizes. This is a watch that if you have a big wrist size, this would be a Cartier for you because it is 41 millimeters. But it can work on a smaller wrist too, and I'll show you on my wrist real quick. My wrist is at a little under 7, and it's a little big, but it still doesn't look bad. I rock 42s and even 44s for Panerai all the time. And we are starting the stream at $33.90. Retail on this is about $6,900. Full set documented pre-owned examples online generally start at $5,500. The lowest price right now on Chrono 24 for box and papers is $5,700. So only being at $33.90 right now, it's an amazing deal. So $33.90 on a 2024 Cartier Pasha with 2 straps, box and papers, Cartier's own manufacturer movement inside, full exhibition case back. So that gap in the value is very real. And I'm going to spend the next, 10 minutes talking about why this watch is worth paying attention to. So before we get into the watch itself, let me give you a good story on Cartier, because if you're just joining one of my streams for the first time, everybody knows Cartier, but you might not know how it started. Everybody just thinks like, oh, Cartier is a good brand, people trust it, it's very popular, but it has so much history. So it started in 1847. Cartier takes over his master's jewelry workshop. He was a jeweler first, not a watchmaker. And so that distinction is the entire key understanding of what this company is and what this house is. Because Cartier was never trying to make just watches. It was trying to make objects of permanent beauty. So watches or objects that you can hand down for generations and generations and never go out of style. And watchmaking became one expression of that obsession with Cartier. So within the first decade, he got Princess Matilda as a client. He got King Edward VII, who reportedly called Cartier the jeweler of kings and the king of jewelers. So when a British monarch says that about your house or your company, that phrase is very powerful. So the three Cartier brothers after that started three different boutiques across three cities: New York, London, Paris, and they simultaneously built the most internationally connected luxury house the world had ever seen. Then 1904, the Santos comes out. 1917, the Tank, which is still in production, of course. And then the Pasha. And this collection has a story worth telling, because the Pasha de Cartier has one of the more interesting origin stories in the entire Cartier collection. So the original Pasha was designed in 1943, and it was commissioned by the Pasha of Marrakesh, one of the most powerful, colorful figures in North Africa at the time. He wanted a watch that he could wear while swimming, with a screw-down crown cap to keep water out and a chain to stop him from losing the cap, which is what we have here, right? So very cool. That brief from a Moroccan Pasha produced one of the most distinctive watch silhouettes that Cartier had ever made. And the design language that came from that brief is exactly what's on the watch in my hand right now. That signature screw-down crown cap with its chain. The round case has an almost architectural, substantial quality to it. Arabic numerals, not Roman, which sets it apart from a lot of other Cartier lineups. The Pasha doesn't look like the Santos, doesn't look like the Ballon Bleu. It looks like it's its own category, right? Cartier relaunched the Pasha collection in 2020 with updated proportions and Cartier's own in-house movement. And this 2024 example is exactly that. It's the current fully modernized Pasha with all the heritage of the original design and the technical credentials of a Cartier manufacturer caliber underneath. So very cool. Now let's get into the specific details of this Cartier. I'm going to zoom in for you a bit. There we go. Hopefully I can get that on there for you. That should be good. So with this, you obviously have kind of the silver dial. Very cool. I think they call it flinke. And what that means is it's kind of a specific guilloche engraving technique where a repeating wave pattern is machine cut into the metal dial surface before it's enameled or lacquered. So the result is a dial surface with real texture, right? It's not painted, it's not printed. This is carved, which once you know that, it's so cool. Catches the light differently as you move, the watch or the wrist. It shimmers, it shifts, and it looks very good in different types of light. Fluted crown cap, of course. 41 millimeter stainless steel case. It's only about 9.5, 10 millimeters thick. So that is very slim for any type of watch. This watch is very light. It's very flat on the wrist. Most 41 millimeter watches aren't like that. Scratch resistant sapphire crystal, of course. 100 meters of water resistance. And the straps. Let's get a close-up of the straps. You have that black alligator, very serious, refined. This works anywhere. And then you have this extra bluish green. And that's where this watch gets interesting. That color combination is very distinctive. It's contemporary, completely kind of transforms the character of the watch. With the black strap, you've got a dress watch, blue-green. You've got something that turns heads a little more. Very cool piece. Love these straps. You have the deployment buckle here, of course. Very nice to have. Very simple. Also in excellent condition. And let's take a look at one of my favorite parts. This movement. Love case backs, love exhibition case backs. Check that out. Very beautiful. So inside here, you have Cartier's 1847 MC. It's automatic, self-winding, 23 joules, 48-hour power reserve, beating at 28,000 vibrations per hour. A Cartier manufacturer movement, designed and built by Cartier inside a Cartier case. The name on the dial matches the engineering inside. Very beautiful. Love the finish. And we're in our last 3 minutes or so. 2024 piece. Would help if it's not upside down. Very nice condition, excellent condition. The case, the crown cap, the crystal, the dial, 2 straps, box and papers. This is 2024. Retail on this watch, $68.50. Full set examples on Chrono 24, online on eBay are going for they're starting at $5,700. Some are a little over $6,000. So we have very good value here, especially for one that's 2024. It's one of the newer ones you can get. No reserve on this means there's no floor. So wherever we stop is where we stop. Somebody's getting this. And I apologize for me not wearing gloves, but I hate wearing gloves and sometimes my fingerprints get on this. But always give these a good cleaning before I ship them out. We're at 3,600 in our last minute. Full set, box and papers, 2024. You got the black alligator strap. You have the blue-green alligator strap. Really fun to, if you just want to change the straps, you're just going to press that button, slide it out. Very quick. Have the date window. You could say this is at 4, maybe 5. Somewhere in between. Nice to have a date window on your piece. Again, 6,900 retail. Most examples are over 4,700. In fact, they start at 4,700. So we are 1,100 off of that so far. Let's see if it ends here. Someone might get an amazing deal on this Pasha. Love the chain. Has an amazing story behind it. And we might be landing at 3,600. Awesome. Yeah, that is where we landed. So whoever took this, you got a great deal. Very amazing. Congrats. I'll be shipping this off to you, off to Grailsy tomorrow for authentication. and hopefully you get it by the end of the week. But got an amazing deal on this full set Box and Papers 2024. My name is Brad. I run Risk Game Miami. Even if you didn't bid today, hope you give me a follow. Ask me any questions you ever need. I can source anything in under a few days. And I hope to see you guys on the next one.